Hello, welcome to William C. Abney In-Person Learning Orientation. I'm Mr. Bowman, the Dean of Students, and I'd like to share some information with you and hopefully answer some questions you may have. Let's begin by taking a look at the student schedules. In-person learning students will track one of two schedules. Schedule 1 begins at 8 a.m. and ends at 3 p.m. Schedule 2 begins at 9 a.m. and ends at 4 p.m. If you are dropping your students off and you have Schedule 1, please don't drop them off before 7:45 a.m. If you have Schedule 2, please don't drop your students off before 8:45 a.m. Drop-offs will take place at the southwest corner of the sidewalk by the playground door. At that point, a designated team member will ensure that each student is wearing a mask and conduct a student temperature check. Students who have passed the temperature check will be directed to a designated area, then escorted to the classroom through their designated entry points. Arrival temperature check procedure. A designated team member will take the student's temperature using a handheld temperature scanner upon arrival. If the temperature reads below 100.4, the parent or guardian may depart. If the temperature reads 100.4 or greater, a designated team member will obtain a second read. If the temperature reads 100.4 or greater on the second read, the student will be directed back to the parent or guardian's vehicle and will not be able to enter the building. Team member will record the name, the date, and the temperature on a log sheet and forward those details to administration. The student may return to school when they are free of a fever with the temperature reading below 100.4 degrees for at least 24 hours, pending administration discretion. Late arrivals. We kind of talked about if your student arrives after 8:15 or after 9:15, they will be considered tardy. Parents will be required to call the main office in the event of a tardy student arrival. The office staff will inquire about the student grade level and direct a parent to drive to the designated entrance. Office staff will radio the appropriate grade level staff to meet the student and their parents at that designated entrance. Parents will be required to stay present while the grade level staff conducts the student temperature check. The grade level support staff will ensure that each student is wearing a mask. Once the student is cleared for entry, the parent may depart. Now let's look at dismissal. If you have Schedule 1, your student pickup time is 2:50. We will start boarding the bus at 2:55. If you have Schedule 2, your student pickup is at 3:50 and we'll start boarding the bus at 3:55. Pickup parents will remain in their vehicles while the student pickup coordinator communicates with the necessary parties to arrange for student transport. First-time unverified pickup parents will have to supply a photo ID and will be cleared through Power School and issued a number upon verification. Early dismissals. In the event of an early dismissal, the parents will be required to enter the main office lobby and be verified in Power School for clearance to pick up. Office staff will document the verification of the parent pickup and the time. Once verified, the office staff will inquire about the student's grade level and direct the parent to drive around to the designated exit point. Students will be considered early dismissals if they leave school if you have Schedule 1 prior to 2:40. If you have Schedule 2 prior to 3:40. All other pickups will be directed to the student pickup station or the playground door. Changes to a student's typical dismissal are requested to be communicated to the main office no later than 1 p.m. for Schedule 1 students and 2 p.m. for Schedule 2 students. Office staff will radio appropriate grade level staff to meet students at their designated exit. Visitors. In compliance with the Michigan Safe Schools Roadmap, visitors will not be permitted within the school building. Parents or guardians who need to conduct business within the main office are encouraged to do so virtually or via a telephone whenever possible. Those who must appear in person to conduct business with the main office will be required to wear facial coverings and subject to temperature checks for entrance. All visitors will be expected to strictly adhere to social distancing guidelines and will be confined to the main office lobby and the exterior. That does it for me. Thank you guys. I look forward to seeing all of my students in person. It's going to be a great school year.
Hi there, Ms. LeBlanc here to talk to you a little bit about our transportation services. This year at William C. Abney Academy, our transportation department has taken several additional measures to ensure a safe and clean bus ride for your child. As always, buses will undergo routine cleaning, with additional measures taken this year for disinfecting according to CDC guidelines. Bus drivers and students alike will wear masks and undergo temperature checks prior to boarding the school bus, and use hand sanitizer once they're on. Students whose temperature reads 100.4 degrees or greater will not be permitted to board the school bus and must return home with their parent. To limit the number of students each child is exposed to during the school day, each bus will only pick up students within their designated grade level group. This means that students of a different grade level within the same household will each have different pickup and drop-off times. It is also important to note that students will only be allowed to ride their assigned buses, and switching between buses will not be permitted. Families may come to the school this Wednesday, September 2nd or Thursday, September 3rd from 12 to 4 to receive their bus stop times at our outdoor transportation booth. All families receiving transportation services must have a transportation waiver on file for the 2021 school year. This form can be accessed via the parent portal or at our in-person transportation booth mentioned previously. It is required this school year that a parent, legal guardian, or documented individual within our transportation waiver be present at the bus stop to accompany all kindergarten, first, and second grade students until the student has cleared to board the school bus and pass their temperature check. Parents of our 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders have the option to remain present with their child at the bus stop until they are cleared to board the bus, or to equip their child with the means to return home independently in the event that their temperature reads 100.4 degrees or greater. Finally, parents should be present at the bus stop for student drop-offs, as buses will be dropping off students and departing promptly. Buses will no longer be able to wait for parent arrival for 2nd through 6th grade students. We appreciate your cooperation. Thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, give us a call if you have any questions. Thanks and have a great year.